Hey everyone, CPO here, and in this video I'm going to talk about why I chose the Boox Note 3 on your left over the Boox Note Air on the right, which is the more popular option for most people. A lot of people seem to prefer the Note Air. I got them both so that I could make a decision, and without a doubt, I prefer the Note 3. So I bring this up a lot in forum discussions and on Facebook comments and such, but I just want to make a video explaining sort of quickly why I like this one better than this one. As you can see, I've already personalized this one. This is my daily carry. I'll talk about some of the things I've done to personalize it, including the screen protector and the rubberized back. But for now, let's just talk about the Note Air. A lot of people like this, and this seems to be the more popular version. It's a little bit cheaper than the Note 3, but in my opinion, it is not the right choice for me. Part of the reason is I don't like the squared form factor as much as the more portrait sort of vertical form factor, with the bottom as opposed to the sides. And I could go either way on this. I know a lot of people like to hold the Note Air with their one hand. That works great if you do hold the tablet with your left hand. If you want to hold it with your right hand, you're still covering up the screen anyway, so you lose that benefit. What I like about this one is I can hold it on either side the same way, but I also have this, and I find myself reading like this a lot. Just grabbing it down on the bottom. So I do like this form factor better than this one. This one has a aluminum back, and it's a more rigid tablet. It feels more, I don't know, it feels like a plate, whereas this is a plastic shell. It does not come with this rubberized back. That's an add-on I'll talk about here in a second. But I personally like A, the lighter weight, B, it's got a warmer feel. This gets cold to the touch. I mean, it's aluminum, so it's a great heat sink, but it feels cooler to the touch than this one does. It just feels warmer, more organic, and I like it better. So yeah, I like that better. Let's talk about the power button. The power button is here on the side of the Boox. There it is right there. Problem is you can barely tell it's there, and I always have to try and find it to press it. The power button on the Note 3 is very well pronounced. It's just right there. It's easy to get to, and yeah, easy to feel. Like I could feel it's raised right there. So it's easy to find, easy to grab, and I'm not sort of like fishing for it like I am on the Note Air. The other thing is the USB. They both have USB-C. The USB is on the side of the Note Air, and it's on the bottom of the Note 3. So when I'm plugging it in, for me, it's easier to let the cable hang off the edge of the desk than it is if I'm right-handed, which I am. My tablet is going to be on the right side of my computer. So if I set my keyboard here and I'm working and I want to plug in my tablet for either file transfer or charging, the cable's going to come out this side, which means I have to figure out how to deal with it coming around in my workspace. But with the Note 3, I just plug it in the bottom and it runs out the bottom. So simple thing, but I'm telling you why my preferences are what they are. So that has something to do with it. Let's see here. What else? The other thing would be, obviously, the big difference here is this has a fingerprint reader and this doesn't, which means I can lock my tablet with a PIN code, which I do anyway, because I don't want to lose it. I have a lot of personal information in here. I have work information in here, and I just don't want to, if I lose it, I don't want somebody to be able to just get in there and do whatever they want with it. So I do have it pin locked with the Note Air. I have to enter in my PIN every single time I want to get in. With the Note 3, I just put my finger on the fingerprint reader. I don't even have to press the button and I can have a variety of fingers programmed for this to let me in, whether it be on my left hand or my right hand. So I like that a lot. I like being able to just quickly get in by putting a finger there. So it's kind of natural. Like I go in, I grab the device, I put my finger on it, and I'm in the device. And of course, I don't have that option on here. I have to enter in my code or not set a code. So that's something that's a big deal to me. I've dropped this a couple times. I use it as a reader. I use it as a notebook. I use it as a day planner, as an organizer, as a task list. So I have it with me pretty much everywhere I go. And yeah, I drop it like I drop other things. The plastic is a little bit easier. Like I haven't, I don't want to drop this, or I don't want to drop this one either, but I do, and it happens. I don't actually use a case. I use this little tablet sleeve. This is for like an HP. I don't remember. I got it on Amazon. I'll see if I can find the link for you. I like it because I can throw it in there, and then I have a pocket here that I keep stuff in, and my pen, and all of that stuff. So I don't keep it in a case. I just use the case for whenever I'm carrying it around or traveling with it. So yeah, so that's that. What else? It is faster of a device. It's got more RAM, faster CPU. I don't notice that on the day-to-day. Like if you ask me, like, can I tell a difference between which one is faster? I don't really notice that much. There's probably, if I was copying big files or something like that, I'd probably notice. But on the day-to-day, it doesn't really bother me that much. The other thing that often comes up is the fact that this has a glass e-ink display and this has a plastic e-ink display. So in theory, the writing surface should be less glassy on this, should be better for writing than this. The problem is the front light anti-glare display that gets put on the front, that's glass. It's on both of them. So to me, honestly, in their stock configuration, they feel exactly the same to me. Like I didn't notice a real big difference between the two when writing. And I know even on their website, Onyx will say, you know, this one has a better writing feel than this one. I don't really notice that difference. Now I notice a massive difference now because I am rocking a screen protector. I don't know if you can see it on there. I did a video on the screen protector install, and I'm using Elecom screen protectors. So I'll put a link in the description so you can see that video, or I'll pop a card up here for you. But one thing you can see is it does have a little bit more, like this is without a screen protector. You can see how the light is diffused a little bit. And then with the screen protector, it's not quite as diffused. So it does give me a little bit more glare. It's not bad enough right now for me to want to take it off because the writing feel and the holding feel is so much nicer. It feels more like a Remarkable tablet, to be honest with you. It's almost exactly the same feeling as this guy here, my Remarkable One. So I do like that feel. I like the way it feels when writing. And I'm using the Galaxy S Pen Lite. And that's a perfect combo for me. I love it a lot. So yeah, that's my setup of choice. And then I think that really covers all the differences between these. The only thing I do want to talk about, they're both really slippery on the back. The Note Air is more slippery because it's just this aluminum surface. The plastic isn't quite as slippery, but it's still slippery. And that's where this comes in. This is a Talon. It's actually a grip. It's a gun grip, a pistol grip. Do it yourself. They make them in pre-cutouts for different types of handguns, and they also sell them in sheets. So this is a 0.5 millimeter thick, like rubberized stick-on sheet, and I use this for like slippery remote controls and all kinds of stuff. And I just took the sheet. This is how big it comes. I just took it, I slapped it on the back in the middle, and now it is super grippy. So I can set it on the side of the couch, the arm. Throw it onto a table, and I know it's not going to slide anywhere. So it also gives me a little bit of a grip with my fingers when I'm carrying it, so I can feel that, and it adds a very positive feel. So I'll put a link in the description for that. Yeah, so that is really it. The next thing I want to talk about, the next video coming on this, is going to be how I locked it down. Like, I don't like the fact that you don't have root access by default. I'm working on solving that. But in the meantime, I did find a way to lock it down and make it private. So I don't use the Onyx file syncing, and I have figured out a way to shut down all of the Onyx phone home stuff where it keeps constantly contacting the Onyx servers and the QQ servers over in China. Like, I have all of that shut down without root. I'll show you how in another video. That's a more technical conversation. But for right now, just for the daily feel and use of the device, this is it. The Elecom screensaver, the Talon grip back, and then I love this device. And like I said, it's just become my everyday. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.